right now. Cloud cover a little bit thicker though, north of I-44 and west of Highway 65. It will gradually begin to break up though, heading into the afternoon. We stay dry throughout the day ahead today and tonight. Partly cloudy, maybe a few more clouds than what this model shows. And then tomorrow, partly sunny with storm chances going up Thursday overnight. This is a look here, 7 o'clock. We're still looking pretty dry, but we're tracking this line of storms off over in Kansas by that time. That will work its way on in after dark. Right now, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s, a little bit cooler than the last couple of days right now, thanks to the cloud cover. But you notice where it's sunnier, 70 in Mountain Home, 67 in Salem, and 64 in Monette right now. Throughout the day today, your highs will continue to climb back around 3, 4 o'clock, actually maybe even 5 p.m. as the cloud cover continues to break up. But we'll be in the low to mid 70s for many, most around 73 to about 76 degrees this afternoon, which is maybe just a little bit above average for this time of year. Storm chances going up Thursday night and a daily storm chance all the way through Monday that I'll talk about coming up soon.
Checking in on Wall Street at midday, looking much better today as that ceasefire continues between Iran and the U.S. Right now, the Dow Jones is up 296 points at 49,446. The Nasdaq up 301 points at 24,561. The S&P is also up 54 points at 7,118. Meanwhile, the Transportation Department is touting some major changes, including significant technology and equipment upgrades. They say this is all in order to keep the nation's airways safe. And it comes as the FAA is facing an ongoing shortage of air traffic controllers. NBC's Stephanie Gosk has the details.
We have some cloud cover hanging around. We are looking dry. I think we stay dry through the afternoon with a little bit more sunshine right now in some of our easternmost counties. Today, temperature-wise, we'll be back in the low to mid 70s this afternoon, likely hitting our highs maybe closer to that 4 or 5 p.m. range today, many around 73 to about 76 degrees. 9 o'clock temperatures in the upper 60s and lows tonight, staying very warm again in the upper 50s out the door tomorrow morning. Now, the next couple of days, we'll be back in the 70s for highs, but we are tracking rain and storm chances. Thursday and Saturday, the afternoons are looking pretty dry. It's not a washout of a weekend completely, but storms Thursday night, some of these could be severe. Storms Saturday night, some of those could also be severe, and then a severe threat Friday, Sunday, and Monday as well, with Sunday being a first alert weather day for some storms that I think could really pack a punch if all comes together. Now, our next chance for some storms, some of these could also be severe, is going to be Thursday night. We're tracking a cold front that will move on in. This is midnight, early Friday morning. Wave of storms pushes on in. This line will very likely produce some strong damaging winds potentially. And then by around 3 o'clock in the morning, still lining up mostly along I-44 and then into far southern Missouri closer to sunrise. And then we'll push into northern Arkansas as well on Friday afternoon. Now, there is also the potential for some redevelopment of some storms kind of behind that leading line. These could be severe Friday afternoon and evening too. So wind and hail will be the primary threats there. And here's kind of a look at the severe outlook. Tomorrow's threat for the storms overnight, once again, will be level 2 slight risk in our northwestern counties. That line weakens just a bit, maybe as it moves further to the south. Wind, primary threat. Friday, south of I-44, level 2 slight risk, wind and hail, the primary threats there too. Now, Sunday's the first alert weather day, and I want to talk about the weather setup we have. Saturday evening and overnight, we have a little bit of instability. I'd say maybe a bit more instability kind of elevated. So storm Saturday night could produce maybe some large hail, but a warm front lifts north over the area on Sunday. This puts us in what we call the warm sector of this storm system. That's the bad sector to be in. And you notice where we have this warm sector out ahead of this dry line, there's a significant amount of instability from storms back over in Kansas and Oklahoma. I think they have a pretty large severe threat on Sunday. And those severe storms will make a run towards some of our westernmost counties overnight, and we also have a lot of instability for those storms to kind of hold together. Here's how this plays out timing wise. Saturday dry overnight. Here's some rain and storms mostly west of 65. That could be on the strong to severe side. Sunday afternoon, some scattered rain, some thunderstorms, but I think more so in the evening and overnight hours is when the storms begin to push on in over from Kansas and Oklahoma. There is kind of what we call a cap in the atmosphere that's going to try to limit these storms from developing, and that would be the best case scenario is nothing happens. However, with the weather setup that we do have, that's going to be very unlikely, and we will see some storms likely develop and likely be severe Sunday night, hence the first alert weather day. More storms on Monday in the afternoon, mostly south of I-44. Some of those could also be severe. So kind of a lot happening heading into the next couple of days, on and off rain and storm chances. So be sure to stay up to date with the latest forecast using the KY3 weather app. We'll be in these 4 highs today. I think our temperatures start to warm up a little bit faster as we head into the later half of the day, maybe closer to that 4 or 5 p.m. range. That's when clouds will begin to shrink up in coverage, certainly, and we'll have a little bit more sunshine. Then by the evening hours, upper 60s at 9 o'clock, and lows tonight staying very warm again, upper 50s to low 60s out the door in the morning. We'll stay in the 70s for highs over the next couple of days. Thursday flirting with the 80s in some spots. Friday storm chances going up, and then heading into the weekend. We are looking at storm chances Thursday night and Saturday night, but much of the days, though, your afternoons are looking pretty dry. Sunday and Monday, tracking some rain and storms, and some storms Sunday could be severe, and we are looking at a first alert weather day on Sunday. So this first wave of rain and storms, like I mentioned, moves in Thursday night. It comes in along a cold front. This is midnight, showers and storms moving on in. I'd say wind going to be our primary threat here. There is a very low, but not zero tornado risk. 3 a.m. kind of lining up along I-44. And then working its way into far southern Missouri, northern Arkansas for your Friday morning through about lunchtime. Now, we may see a few more showers and storms trying to develop or redeveloping kind of right behind that line of storms. And these could also be severe heading into Friday afternoon and evening. There's not a guarantee that they redevelop, so we'll have to watch that closely. But if they do, they would likely be on the strong to severe side, so there is a risk. Heading into the day tomorrow, we have level 2 slight risk clipping our northwesternmost counties, and then level 1 marginal risk here highlighted in green for southern Missouri, northwestern Arkansas. Like I mentioned, strong winds going to be the primary threat Thursday overnight into Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, I'd say wind and maybe a little bit of hail mixing in there too, with a level 2 marginal risk, mostly south of I-44. Now, heading into the weekend, I'd say we're a little more concerned with what could potentially happen on Sunday, severe weather-wise. Here's kind of the weather setup. Saturday evening, a little bit of instability, some storms overnight could be on the strong to severe side, kind of maybe some more elevated instability that could lead to maybe some hail Saturday night. But on Sunday, warm front lifts north over the area, putting us in what we call the warm sector of this storm system. Check out all of this instability. That purple, that's very high instability along a dry line off to our west. And we have very high instability west of Highway 65 that extends into the overnight hours. That means if any storms redevelop, there's a lot of energy for them to tap into to produce some very large hail, and certainly the potential for some tornadoes as well heading into Sunday, late evening and overnight. That's why we have a first alert weather day for now. Heading into Saturday, we're dry in the afternoon, a little bit of rain west of 65 overnight. Some of those could pack a punch. Sunday, maybe a little bit of rain in the afternoon, but I think that severe risk really kind of going up in the evening and overnight hours, like I mentioned. And then we'll have a few more showers on Monday. So we'll watch the potential for severe storms